the crownless kings, Pablo of Greece and Marie-Chantal, decided to move to the country of Greece following the death of the patriarch, King Constantine II, who was dismissed this Monday at a funeral attended by representatives of all European royal houses. Thus Paul will present himself to the world as the head of the Greek royal family. At least that's what the country's media published. Pablo, referred to by many as His Royal Highness, wants to move his residence to Greece permanently. And so it will be throughout the year 2023. Pablo from Greece and his family have lived in New York City for many years. Both have their own professions in the American city, especially Princess Marie-Chantal, who has developed her career in various fields such as fashion, decor and literature. Constantine's heir, for his part, works in finance, so he has to travel often to London, a city from which he too has roots, since it was his parents' home during the many years of exile. Journalist Giorgos Liagas reported on the intention of the new Greek royal family to move to King Constantine's homeland. Liagas told the story in a television program, and Greek newspapers have been taking the story for granted ever since. This journalist also reported that Pablo of Greece is already in the process of finding a place to live according to their needs. They will settle in Athens in the coming months once they find the perfect home. What is not clear is whether the 5 children from their marriage will move to Greece, since they all live in the United States, where they study and work. King Constantine settled in Greece in 2012 after 46 years of exile. He had ruled for several years and lost his crown when he decided to support a military coup in his country, the failure of which forced him to leave. Constantine and Anne-Marie managed to return in 2012 no longer as kings, but last year they moved to Athens, precisely because of King Constantine's health problems, to have nearby doctors and hospitals that were not so close at hand at their residence in Porto. Until then, the only son of Constantine and Anna Maria residing in the Hellenic Republic was Nicholas, who decided to settle there a few years ago with his wife Tatiana Blatnik. Alexia, the eldest, lives in the Canary Islands, and Theodora, the youngest, lives in Los Angeles, where she is trying to make a name for herself in the film world. Philippos often traveled to the Hellenic country to spend time with his parents, but like his older brother, he also has a residence in New York, although he has never ruled out relocating to the country where both King Constantine and Queen Sophia and Princess Irene, and where the 3 of them spend a happy childhood with their parents. It was on this Monday that we saw the heir to the Greek royal house already acting as boss during his father's funeral. He was in charge of receiving the heads of state who came to say goodbye to the former monarch, such as King Felipe himself along with Queen Letizia Felipe of Belgium and Matilda, or Guillermo de Holanda with his wife Maxima. He was also responsible for the emotional performance during the ceremony, which took place in Athens Cathedral. A moment when he could not help but break down in front of his father's coffin. In addition, the protocol followed this Monday during the funeral and subsequent burial was that Paul of Greece was the head of the Greek royal house. In addition to accepting the condolences of the townspeople along with his brothers, his wife arrived last at the ceremony as the wife of the new king and supporting widow, Queen Anna Maria. Of course, the American woman wanted to stay in the shadows and leave her husband and mother-in-law alone at the door of the cathedral, receiving the enormous affection shown them by the citizens of Athens. The gesture, which may have influenced the couple's decision to settle in the country, has already been picked up by all the Greek media.